Hi, my name is Claudine Albert, and I have been experiencing a lot of things since the age of 5. I have been noticing that a lot of these movies that we watch, they try to glorify the fact that they glorify these movies to make it seem like it's okay for people who are going through the same things, but they make it seem like it's paranormal or that it's a possession. But in some way, when you think about it, it kind of is like a possession, but they're not ghosts. They're like real life people who have been doing this for years and they like to fuck with people. So I've been noticing, like, at the age of 5, um, having these weird dreams of all these different type of people. I've never met these people ever. Some of them were reoccurring where I would see them more than one time. There was a time where um, I was having a dream of two women that were intimate with each other. Never had that dream again. I have had dreams of a house, a brick house, and um, older people, like an older man, and then people walking across on the sidewalk, and me trying to get away from that person. The windows were all broken in. I have had so many different dreams. I've had a dream of a man putting a body into the back of his trunk. I have had a dream of normal people, normal people that I've never met, putting stuff into their mouths, waking up with my mouth salivating. Um, they were eating like something, I guess, like Mexican candy, sour candy, just for me to wake up with my mouth feeling like I was drooling. I woken up to the feeling of someone drowning and someone trying to like revive them, I guess. Um, because I've had the feeling of like water and spitting it up. And that was just from people sleeping, from me sleeping. And it's just, it's getting to the point where there's so many people going through these things and they feel like they have the need to have to kill themselves. And I understand because I was one of those people. I went from freaking out when I first found out everything that was happening. And I'm not going to lie, I did try to. But the more and more I started to think about it, I started thinking, well, why not just let people know who don't understand what's going on? Because it's been getting worse for me. It got to the point where I had an incident with my husband. We were happy, everything was going good. We have been together for almost 10 years. And then out of nowhere, after we had soon got married, everything started happening as soon as we got married. The first apartments that we had, I started hearing people talking and I was wondering where it was coming from. I was like, okay, are the walls thin? Am I able to hear people through the vents, or where is this sound coming from? Because I could hear them perfectly fine, like if they were in the room. I could hear a woman and a man, and they say that they were married. And I could hear, I was crying because I kept on wondering and thinking that my husband was cheating on me with my sister. And it was because he told me himself to my face that he was trying to ask her if she wanted to go somewhere. So after that, I kept on hearing these two people saying something about, well, that could be your sister. That could be your sister. And she was saying that she wanted to help me out. And I could hear them talking, right? So I'm like, okay, well, thank you. But I can't tell sometimes if it was me saying thank you or if it was someone else saying thank you. So it continued. I was not able to go to sleep at all. I could never go to sleep. So I tried to make myself fall asleep. And all I keep on hearing is someone saying, I know what you're doing. I hear what you're doing. And it got worse after that. You know, I freaked out and I tried to pretend that I was asleep just for someone to say, I know you're not asleep. I can hear your heartbeat beating fast like you're scared. And they kept on going. So the next day after that, they kept on messing with me to the point where they kept on saying stuff like, "Oh, go walk across the street and kill yourself." Because I was so depressed and freaking out about what was happening, they kept on saying, go walk across the street and go kill yourself." And I kept on thinking to myself, no, I don't want to kill myself. I'm not going to go and kill myself. But they kept on going and pushing and making you feel like you had no choice but to kill yourself. So I ended up having to go through these mental services because the doctors tell you that you're schizophrenic and they make you believe that you're schizophrenic. They make you believe that you need to be on medication just for me to show that I didn't need any medication. But the more and more you say stuff like, oh, I don't need to take medication, they make you feel like you need it. All these pharmacies, they make it seem like if you need to take this and take that, just so that you can feel like a zombie, so that you can feel like you're not a person anymore. So I got tired. I got on these, I'm going a little bit forward, but I got into this mental crisis just to get a shot, just to feel like I was getting more angry, getting more frustrated, getting more pissed off because it wasn't working. It was just making somebody else feel sick and make them feel like something else. Just every time I took medication, I noticed that it wouldn't work. I wouldn't get sleepy. I wouldn't get tired. I wouldn't feel anything. And they always say it's just a placebo effect. Well, then what's the point of these pharmacies putting out these medications and making people feel like they actually work? It's because they make you in your head believe that it's working when it's really not working. So I had to do this for a long time just to talk to a psychiatrist and let them know my story and let them know what was going on. For them to tell me that what I was going through was schizophrenia the whole time. So now I have a medical record of this supposed medical term that they say when it's not even schizophrenia. They say you're hallucinating. Well, why don't you explain everything that's been happening to every single person then? because I'm not the only one that's been going through this. There are so many people that are getting murdered. There are so many people that are being claimed as a thief. As every single time I noticed that whenever I was noticing something, I would get messed with more. So it started to make me think, well, if other people started to notice it also, is that why everything's been happening with them? Is that why they're getting accused of murder? Because they're starting to fight back? Because I used to just not want to deal with this. I used to just, I was just that person that just wanted to give up and not deal with it at all. Just be one of those people that are oblivious to everything. And now I'm to the point where I feel like I've had so much support by people that I don't even know help me to realize that I'm stronger than that. I'm a fighter. I don't need to quit. But these people make you feel like these certain people that say that it's that they don't care about how other people feel. They go and make you feel like you have to quit every day. I used to have good jobs. I know who I am and that I'm a hard worker. Just for me to lose it all, my jobs, the support of my family, my husband. I was suicidal about almost 5 years ago now, when I noticed everything was happening. I snapped out of it. I felt like somebody, like my husband was talking to somebody else in my head, and I freaked out. And then it started going more and more into detail of trying to redirect you and trying to make you think certain bad things just so you can go crazy and flip out. So I went to go get a knife to try to kill myself. I grabbed the knife and I was going to stab myself in the neck. I had the knife to my neck and was going to kill myself because I did not want to deal with it anymore. And my husband came running to me and told me not to kill myself, just for me to end up stabbing him in the arm. And I didn't even feel like it was me because I felt myself black out. Because as soon as I did it, I could feel myself snap back into it, like I could feel myself snap and just wake up from what was happening. And just to see the look on his face, the fear, to see that wasn't me, and that somebody could actually do that to someone I love. I can't even see my husband anymore. Every time I try to go over there are roadblocks blocking me from me going over there. These cops are creating traffic jams on purpose to block people Every single time I said I was going to go and see my husband, there was traffic jams, people blocking me, cars going in and out in front of us. That night, we were supposed to leave to Colorado. And that's when everything happened. We were already packing our stuff and getting ready to leave. And it was like someone's trying to stop us from leaving and being happy just because we noticed what was happening. I hugged my husband and he hugged me back. And we both were just scared of what was happening. And it continues. It continues every day. I'm home, stuck in a room, not being able to do anything. Just for these people to act like they're regular people and make me feel like I'm still in a mental institution. To the point where I can't even recognize who my mother is anymore. To the point where she's always constantly trying to kick me out. To the point where the sister that I thought was my sister, we don't even talk anymore. I can't even ask her to say hi without it turning into an argument. I don't even talk to my brother anymore, the person that I helped raise as a baby. The only person that I talk to is my son, and I don't even get to talk to him on the phone or text him because these people are constantly listening into our phone calls, into our rings, into our video streamings. Every single thing that we have as these devices, I've been noticing that they have been listening and just watching everything we do. To the people that are arguing, to the people that are just having fun, to people that are making love to each other, to everything. You would think that they would just be looking into certain things to see who are the sex offenders are, or to see who are the real criminals who are looking up certain things. No. Because I noticed something, they made me feel like I had to be a criminal for a long time.